Hey, I'm back with a whole new deck. So we finished the hero deck off in the last duel, and this time we have a Dragon Maid deck. It's one of Yu-Gi-Oh's weirder archetype decks, but it's also one that I really love. I've had this in the works for a long while, and I've tested it out so much. It's so much fun, annoying in some parts, but fun nonetheless. I did use some references on YouTube, but for the most part, this is not like those other decks at all. I mean, they do share the archetypal Dragon Maids, of course. It wouldn't be a Dragon Maid deck without them. But the spell and trap cards, kind of different, and so along with these guys. But for the most part, it's kind of my own deck. But anyway, let's start off with the first one, Dragon Maid Ernest. So with this card, I can use its quick effect to basically special summon any one of these Dragon Maids, like the maid forms. It's very good. Like, it's one of the best effects in this deck. Because any point in time, I can just special summon like a nurse to get a maid from my graveyard, or I can summon parlor or kitchen to send something from my deck to the graveyard. That's how good it is. Next is Dragon Maid Lopar. Forgive me if I can't pronounce that name, it's the hardest name on here. But anyway, Lopar and Tinkat as well, they don't really serve that much other than being beat sticks, because unfortunately Lopar does have a good effect, like it can negate the effect of any monster on the field, but unfortunately it's not a quick effect, so I don't really have much use for it. And for Tinkat, it does have a quick effect, but I can only give 2000 attack to a monster, and that's like, okay, but is that really good? Not really. I mean, yeah, I can save one of my monsters from getting run over, but that's not really that good either. Anyway, these two, they're beat sticks, whatever. But here, Kitchen Dragon Maid. This one is another great card as well because it acts as a foolish burial. So, for Kitchen Dragon Maid, whenever I summon her, I can choose any one of my Dragon Maid monsters, send them to my hand, and then I can pick any other Dragon Maid monster in my hand and then send it to the graveyard. I can basically swap them out whenever I want. Laundry Dragon Maid, I didn't really want to put her here because she's not really that good in comparison to all the other cards. She's kind of the weakest Dragon Maid. Like, yeah, I can send top 3 cards in my deck to the graveyard, but seeing as how many spells I got in here, that's not exactly a good thing. If I were to lose like any of my one-offs, then that would be like, well, there goes the missed potential. But I did put her in here to serve as material for like Dragon's Mirror, you know, just there to help me summon other monsters. Next we have Nurse Dragon Maid. This deck can't function without Nurse Dragon Maid. Nurse Dragon Maid allows me to special summon any one of the maid forms from the graveyard. She is so good. Unfortunately, if there are no other maid forms in the graveyard, she's kinda dead in my hand. Yeah. Lastly, we have Parlor Dragon Maid. Parlor acts kinda like Kitchen Dragon Maid in that she's also a foolish burial, but she's also a foolish burial good because I can send monsters, spells, and trap cards directly into my graveyard. I won't get them in my hand though, so that's a trade-off. But if I want something in the graveyard, I go to Parlor. As you notice, I don't really have any of the newer Dragon Maid cards like Chamber and the Dragon Form for House. I think that's one more card, but I don't remember. But yeah, that's because Legacy of the Duelist Linked Evolution is an old version and they don't really update it, so that's unfortunate. I would really love to have Chamber. Let me mention the gimmick for the Dragon Maids. So, the maid forms all have the same gimmick where once you enter battle, they can swap out with their dragon forms and let them battle instead. And once the battle phase ends, they swap back out with their main form. This is actually a really good gimmick because it can serve as both an offense and a defense. Well, offense because they all have high attack, but defense is more interesting because there's so many ways you can go about it. If your opponent has a high attacking monster, you can just swap out to the dragons, let them take the hit, send them to the graveyard, and you still have the maze to call them back out during the next battle phase. That's really good. Like, damn, you just took an attack and lost nothing. Anyway, so Red Eye's Darkness Meadow Dragon is a banned card in Legacy of the Duelist, but is not banned in the TCG. So, unfortunate, but they don't update this game, so it kinda has to stay that way. I really didn't want to use the banned card, but I didn't really have any other choice. This card is just so good for this deck. Like, I can special summon any dragon type monster. Like, come on. And lastly we have Tempest, Dragon Ruler of Storms. It's an alright card. Yeah, basically. So for our spell cards, we have a Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. So I noticed that I didn't really have a lot of spell or trap card removal. Like, I only have these two as my back row removal. And that's not good. That's not good at all. So here I have a removal for all the spell and trap cards on the field. And since the dragon forms are basically free material, because it doesn't matter if they're in my hand or in the graveyard, I can just bring them back whenever. So Tempest along with Cosmic Cyclone helps me get rid of back row. Pretty much it. And next we have Dragon's Mirror. I only put one in here because I couldn't really find any other good fusions for dragons, like generic fusions. The only one was Tristla. Yeah, Dragon's Mirror is there to help me get out house if I'm in a really bad position, because I usually use Changeover to get out house. Dragon Mirror costs more because I have to banish them, but thankfully I have ways to mitigate that cost. Changeover, like I said, I can use it to get out house, and the special thing about Changeover is that once it's in my graveyard, then I don't have anything else to worry about, because I can just send back any one of my dragons to my hand and just get Changeover into my hand from the graveyard. It's recoverable. Like, recoverability is the name of the game for Dragon Maids. Dragon Maid Hospitality, this one helps me get out monsters onto the field. Like, it's basically extra summoning, and it helps me get a monster into my graveyard as well. So if I use it on a parlor or a kitchen, I can get two things into the graveyard at once using Hospitality. Send Off, it's kinda useful. I haven't really found too much of a use for it, but I can combo it with a House Effect to pop at least one monster on the field. Dragon Maid Welcome, this one is really good because it gives my monsters more attack for all the Dragon Maids on my field, and I can use it to recover a card, any Dragon Maid card, from my graveyard to my hand. So once again, recoverability. Foolish Burial for when I don't have parlor or kitchen. Monster Reborn for when I don't have nurse. Return of the Dragon Lords. This one goes really well with Lopar and Tinkai because, like I said, it doesn't matter if they're in my hand or in the graveyard. Super Polymerization for Mud Dragon of Swamp. Basically, I wouldn't really want to use it on house, but maybe Trista could be a good option as well. Haven't really used it for him much. Trade-in, same thing for return. It's just really good because these guys are just material, free material. Word Lacy Dragon Guard. This one I can use it to special summon from the graveyard, and because I have a lot of Link monsters, and particularly these two, I can use it to move things around to my benefit. Like, I never thought I would need to take columns in like the map that seriously, but yeah, Link's really did a number on the meta. Dragon Maid Downtime. This one helps me get a card in my hand and send a card back to my opponent's hand. Yeah, back row removal of sorts, I guess. Infinite Permanence, my negation card. And first off, for the extra deck, we have House. This one is one I try to go into at least every duel, since it provides protection for all my dragon forms, and it allows me to pop a card, at least a monster card, whenever a monster card goes back into my hand. Mud Dragon or Swamp, Super Polymer target. Trisla. Well, this is a fusion based deck, so I wanted to have a fusion monster. I tried to find more fusions, but the dragon ones, they weren't enough, or they weren't good enough, really. So, the Xyz monsters. Okay, so before I said that these guys were like free material, the Xyz kind of hinder that, because in order to summon them, I have to basically hold on to them as material, which is not great for this deck because they kind of want to be either in my hand or in the graveyard. But yeah, however, boy, this is a long name. Number 38, Hope Harbinger Dragon Titanic Galaxy. God damn, man. I go into him because he has spell negation, and that's basically it. I want to have him to negate spells and then take those spell cards and add it to the material list. Plus, if one of my maid forms get attacked and they don't have a dragon to go into, I can just change the direction of the attack onto number 38 instead. Big Ice is for stealing monsters, since I don't have that in any of my other monsters. And whatever that name is, the Sea Dragon. This card helps me get back my main forms if I were to use Dragon's Mirror. So that's good. Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, just Beat Stick. Brawl Sword Dragon, no, the Beat Stick. These two, oh boy. So if you look at my links, yeah, the only ones that have good arrows for these two are the four link ones, which is not great because I have to spend a lot of material just to get them out. They're good, but boy, do I want better arrows. Unfortunately, I don't have any better arrows, so that's why I have Dragon Guard. But yeah, these two, this one I can use to summon from my hand or deck, and this one I can use to special summon from my graveyard and my banish zone. So if a monster gets banished, it doesn't really matter to me because I have two ways to get them back. Heretic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres. Another long name. But this one I can use to interrupt my opponent's play, and I can use it to mostly get Nurse or Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. IP Masquerena. This one is mainly there to help me get into Sword Dragon a lot quicker. And finally, oh shoot, I don't know how to pronounce that, but Scoldred. This one is there because I ran out of good Link monsters to put, and because of his arrows. And yeah, that's basically it. But with that said, let's finally get onto the duel. Okay, here we go with the duel against Mizar. Yeah, that's his name. I have no idea who he is. I won't bother. Let's go. Well, I know he's a Baron, but whatever. I go second. Let's do this. Let's see my Dragon Maid deck in action. What's it gonna be like? Okay, well that's not good. I can only hope for a good starter card. Oh, 2 cards face down, okay. I can... No, not you, Infinite Impermanence. Come on now. Okay, this is kinda better. I can use Trade-in at least. Yeah. And there we go. Why? Why? Okay. Well, I can destroy the 2 back rows. This is not starting off well. And, Call it Haunted, interesting. And here we go again. I'm losing 2,000 points. And Mystical Space Typhoon, okay. I'll set this, and this, and I'll end my turn. What a great starting hand I had. And yeah, no response from me. Super Polymerization, okay, well. Oh man. No response from me again. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Here we go again. Ow. Ooh, I can take 2 more hits. Red Eyes Darkness Meadow Dragon. Oh, you. Oh. Wonderful. No response. Oh my god, if I lose, I swear. Oh no. Oh, it's a tuner. Ooh. Oh no. Please. Please. Oh my god, 2,400. Oh god. Huh? Oh my flipping god. Shoot. I need to have a clause for this. Yeah, is that if I couldn't even defend myself, then I should have a second chance. Yeah. Alright, second chance, let's do this again. Okay, let's act like that never happened. Because that was a terrible display. I didn't even get a chance to defend myself. Like, come on. Huh. Okay, yeah, so I guess this deck can be a bit bricky sometimes. Okay, finally, some better cards. 3 cards, oh boy. And okay, this is interesting. Infinite Impermanence set right there, and I can. Huh. Okay, yeah, I can see it play, so I'll activate Changeover, get House, using Kitchen and Parlor. That way I can bring them back, one of them with Nurse. There we go. There. Alright, things are looking better. I am wary about these 3, but what can I do? I summon Nurse, and I get back. Who should I get back? I guess Kitchen, then, because I don't really need to send anything to the graveyard. Okay, and I will send Tinket. There. And let's see, should I summon Darkness Meadow Dragon? I can special summon Parlor, but do I want to? I guess I can just sacrifice Nurse then. Alright, sure. And there we go, and I activate you, get Parlor, and this way I can send Lopar into the graveyard as well. And Lopar, there you go. Okay, good. Yeah, this is basically it. Let me just end this because I do have enough attack points to end this. Well, wouldn't that be ironic? Alright, let's do this. Quick duels. Okay. Alright. Let's attack with you two first. No response. Good. You shouldn't have a response. There we go. And finally, I win. Oh my god. What the heck was this? Oh. I lose the first duel. My one and only duel. But that would have been just a terrible show because I just introduced my deck and then I lose with it without having even done anything. I hope you can, well, allow that one exception. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. And if I do lose next time, well, at least I hope I tried to win. But anyway, thank you for watching and yeah, let's hope for better next time.